says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch.
Rob.
And today we're going to preview the Keith Thurman-Julio Diaz card that's happening this Saturday, April 26th on Showtime Boxing. And on the undercard to that, we've got John Molina moving up to 140 against Molina-Matthysse, who is returning from his first fight since losing his belt to Danny Garcia on the Mayweather-Canelo card. I'll be real brief with that first fight. Don't move, because it's not going the distance. Somebody is going to get knocked out, and probably knocked out bad. More likely Molina. But anything can happen. Sit down and enjoy that fight. Yeah, I don't even want to go into any technical thing about that, because you're just going to enjoy it. Because we talked about appreciating the technical people. This one, you just appreciate the brawl. Love it. Enjoy it. Be satisfied. What you got, Rob?
Someone's going down.
Yeah.
Hard.
Exactly. Let's move on to the main event. Now, in the main event, you got Keith one-time Thurman, one of the most avoided fighters in the welterweight division, and I believe the WBA champ.
Yes.
He is defending that title against Julio Diaz, who we last saw losing to Sean Porter, well, drawing and then losing to Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of I wouldn't say a crossroads fight, but it's a measuring stick for Keith Thurman. Julio Diaz is a former world champion. He is the brother of Joel Diaz, who trains Tim Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
He's trained by Joel Diaz, who we've seen is a good trainer. Julio Diaz does a lot of good things. He is past his prime, but he's still tough enough to give you a very good out. Now, like I said before, he's fought Sean Porter twice. We just saw Sean Porter emphatically annihilate Paulie Malignaggi. So this fight right here is kind of, well, what can you do, Thurman? We've got one up-and-coming guy who really struggled to beat this guy. Can you do better? In my opinion, because of the styles, he will do better. Thurman is a power puncher. He has a little bit more power than Porter, but Porter is probably a stronger guy, physically stronger. But Thurman can get a lot of leverage on his punches, as seen by most of his fights ending in knockout. Early and late. He's got lasting power. Now, he's probably not going to knock Julio Diaz out. Julio Diaz is a tough guy. If he does, that'd be highly impressive. But I expect him to land some good shots on him. Thurman knows how to put his punches together. He knows how to mix up his shots to where he can give you 2-3 soft ones and then one hard one, or put the hard one in the middle of 3 shots so you don't know what to block, slip, and what's coming soft, what's coming fast, what's coming to knock you out. He's very good with that. He's also very good at using his feet, turning, giving angles, and he has to use all of that, otherwise it's going to be a long night for him. What you got, Rob?
Basically, the difference between him and Sean Porter in this fight is he will be the better technical boxer, as Hakeem was explaining. One of the things, I love his mentality. Like Sean Porter, he's very confident, little brash, kind of like the talk. He's very confident, but he's also very intelligent. If you saw in his last fight, I can't remember who he fought.
Was Soto Carras?
Yes, it was Soto Carras, who has been knocked out but is very tough, and Julio Diaz is very tough. He did not press unless he was sure that he needed to. He had Soto Carras hurt early in the fight, but he didn't press it too much. He didn't wear himself out trying to get him out of there. Right. He let the knockout come to him.
Yeah.
And that's one good thing. He's another one of these fighters that gets better every fight out. He learns something new about him, or he takes what he has learned and he incorporates it in the ring. And his trainer, we have to give a lot of kudos to him, because he is definitely training Thurman well and coming up with good game plans. Yeah. But he doesn't He's a finisher. Let's get that out there. He's a finisher. But like I said, he does not take truly unnecessary risks where he will wear himself out early in the fight. He lets it come to him. When he knows he has you hurt, he'll go for it.
Yeah. Also, in the Soto Karass fight and Diego Chaves fight, he was hurt by both of those guys. So he's just vulnerable enough to where if you are good enough, you can maybe capitalize on hurting him. So far, the guys that have hurt him weren't good enough to capitalize on it. He also has good recuperative powers because he wasn't hurt for long either time he was hurt. He was pretty wobbled against Soto Karass. You didn't notice it that much against Diego Chaves, but he did kind of do one of those numbers when he got hit by Soto Karass. But maybe about 30 seconds later, he was back lowering the boom on him. So his recuperative powers are very, very good. Sort of like Amir Khan. Like they say Amir Khan has no chin. Well, he doesn't, but he can recuperate very fast.
Yes.
Because he's never been put down for a 10 count. He always gets back up, or he gets hurt and he can either survive it or get through it. Sorry, I was about to say Charles. Keith Thurman is much better at it because he hasn't been finished, as Amir Khan has been by Garcia and British Prescott. Those are the two people that knocked him out, right?
Right, but he did show good recuperative powers when he fought Peterson as well, because he was buzzed by Peterson and he did
quite
take
a few times
a lot of damage, especially to the body. So that's another fight of note.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about Amir Khan in our Mayweather card preview. That's not this video, so let's stop talking about Amir Khan. Sorry, guys, but I was just trying to make a comparison there. As far as Thurman and Diaz go, I see a clear Thurman decision. Like I said earlier, if he stops him, that will be very impressive. I don't think he will, because Diaz is a very wily veteran. He's got a lot of moxie. He has some guile. He knows how to survive and make it through adversity. So I expect him to do so as best he can against Thurman, because if Thurman does get this guy hurt, he's going to get him out of there eventually. He hurt Chaves many times before he finished him completely. Same thing with Soto Karass. So from what we've seen of Keith Thurman, like Rob said, if he hurts you, he's going to finish you. And it's not even an immediate thing. It's just eventually it will happen if he knows he can hurt you. He knows he's going to be able to do it again, and he's not going to go crazy searching for that knockout. So let's look to see how well he does compared to what Sean Porter did. Now, keeping in mind that doesn't mean he's better than Sean Porter or not as good as Sean Porter, depending on how he defends, how he fights Diaz, because triangle theories never really work out that way, because fighter A beats fighter B, that doesn't mean he's better than fighter C, and so on and so forth, and however you want to flip that. That's really all I got.
I expect to see some clean punching from Thurman in this fight. Again, like I said, Porter, as good as a fighter is, he's not quite as clean a puncher as Thurman. And Thurman, like I said, a little bit more patient, a little bit better boxer. So we'll see in this fight what he does to Julio Diaz, if he survives Julio Diaz, if he dominates Julio Diaz, or if he takes an important lesson from this fight.
Yeah, those are things we're going to be looking at for this fight. So enjoy the card, get in early, watch the whole thing, because like we said, the first fight is going to be a barn burner, probably won't last more than 5 rounds, and then we'll have a good scrap between a grizzled veteran and a young lion. So that's going to be great TV, great boxing, high drama for everybody to enjoy.
Now, before we go, just want to point out, at 5 p.m. on ESPN, and it is ESPN, check out the Vladimir Klitschko fight. He's fighting Alex Lepai, or Leopai, I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
I think it's Lepai.
Lepai. it doesn't matter because he's probably going to get beat anyway. I hate to say it like that. I've been stunned before, but he's probably going to get beat.
Yeah. And if it doesn't take more than 6 rounds, I'm going to be upset. He should get this guy out of there with that 6 rounds. I mean, this guy hits like a daggone truck. So, that's another thing to watch the heavyweight champion defending his belt on regular cable TV.
That's right.
So, that's it for us, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like it. Thumbs up. Like. +1. Y'all know how it works. Share this video with your friends on all of the social networks that you are on. Encourage them to subscribe as well. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, make sure you do so too. You can hit us up with any questions in the comment section. You can find us on Facebook, Capital Combat, Gmail, capitalcombat@gmail.com. We will get back to you either in video or in writing. So, we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
This is round 1 and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage. Keep thinking that it's a game. I kick rhyme, hurricane. I told them I don't play. I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.